Top Events and Catering is a catering business that's designed. We do a lot of weddings, and we do. We have a venue, which is a champagne ballroom. That's our venue, and the catering source. My husband is a chef. I do all the marketing and the advertising and the business part of it, event planning. We do all types of foods, but we're mostly known for doing weddings and events. We do events as small as from minimum of 50 people to 300 to 400 people. So we cater to people's needs, and we design menus, we do decor, we have all-inclusive packages that we offer our clients, anything from centerpieces, from staffing to linen, wedding cakes, desserts. We do everything. We're all-inclusive catering company. My husband and I started this business, this journey at Over the Top Events and Catering has been, it was I want to say a journey that God put in front of us, because we were not expecting to be here. We started this journey hoping to open a restaurant up in Baltimore City. And the direction of us being here from that point came about in me being pregnant. And we came to the Champagne Ballroom looking for a venue to hold my baby shower, per se. And we met a gentleman who I thought was a maintenance guy. And this guy was the person that changed our life, because he was the manager of this building. And we were kind of thrown off because we were trying to talk to the company that was actually managing the property, this business at first. And they were not returning calls. And we're like, man, we want to just come and see the venue. I've known about it for a long time. You know, Martin's had been here for 22 years prior to us, and that was a blessing because they laid a foundation for us. We came here looking for something other than us having the opportunity to have a business. The same gentleman I'm talking about, Larry Miller, talked to Eric and I, and he said, listen, you know, we started talking and conversating. He said, I'm the business manager here, and I'm excited about your story, your journey. We were going to open up a restaurant, and my husband's a chef, and you know, my background has been always sales and marketing. I can do anything, sell anything, put anything together. He can cook it, he can make it taste great, I make it look good. And the story continued on to the point where this gentleman actually said, come back and talk to me. And we came back here not understanding what had just happened, but we knew something had happened, and we were talking about opening a restaurant and being excited about being new restaurant owners. But we also knew that the opportunity to be here at a location that was established prior to us, but walking into an opportunity of just being able to serve people in a different way. So we started the business. We came back in here, we met Larry, and he was just in awe. We were in awe with each other. We were telling him how excited we were to just be to be able to have a part of this journey with the Champagne Ballroom. That's the venue. And so Eric and I, we talked about it, we prayed about it, and we said, you know, this must be something that we're supposed to do, because it was very passionate to us, and it was something that we never expected to fulfill or to be able to do, but it felt good. As an entrepreneur and having a catering business, and being the new kid on the block pretty much, you have to prove yourself worthy. And in proving ourselves, we did a lot of sacrificing. We did a lot of sacrificing when it came to price points. We had to prove who we were, and we were able to sustain what Martin's had did for 23 years prior to us being here. We had to show people that didn't know who we were that we are able to do just as much as the larger catering companies in the area. And we had a lot of competition, but one thing that my husband and I decided on, and what he spoke into our story, was that we're going to build relationships. And we're going to not only just look at this thing as a business, but we're going to look at it as an opportunity to network with people. And 80% of the business that we get now is through networking and word of mouth. So the challenge was for mostly us to, as a Black-owned business, to build trust with people, and also to make sure that we gave more just to show the value of our business. So the challenge was proving ourselves. We surpassed that, and now we have an amazing group of people that are just loyal to us and bless us every time we open our doors and say, hey, we're doing something. And they come back to us and bring their families back to us. It's just been amazing. For a long time, we didn't put our picture on our website. We didn't want to tell people who we were. We didn't want to showcase who we were. We wanted them to understand the quality of service we were going to offer them. So it took us about 5 years into the business before my secretary at the time decided to post our picture on our website. And I think we did that because people sometimes stereotype, or they feel like, hey, am I going to get this same? Again, it's about judging or trusting, so we built the name and the reputation, even though people came here and saw us. And that was the first thing they would say, how come you didn't tell us you were Black owned and operated? Well, my thing is, I don't want you to do business with me because I'm Black owned and operated. I want you to do business with me because of the quality of service we give you. I want you to do business because you love what you've received. Not because of who I am. I value that Black owned and operated. We trust and we thank God for it, because you don't have many people that can live together, work together, still be a wife and a husband and a team here and be successful in it unless you understand it, and it's a lot of work. So I don't want to be challenged by others and have to negotiate with others. So it takes that point from being for us building a business, and then when they see us, like, oh my God, we're going to support you now. We know you're here. It was no longer about who we were. It was about the service then. So that in itself was always a challenge of making sure people understood the quality over who we are. And I think that was the thing that helped us get through. So I don't advise anybody it's good sometimes it's good, but in our culture, sometimes it's a negative and it's a plus, because they'll come to us as a Black owned business and expect us to negotiate more because we're dealing with our own culture. They don't look at the quality of what we do. I still have a staff. I still have to put things in position. I still want the quality of whatever you're expecting, I still want to give it to you. And that still takes the same finances that you give with every other vendor, every other caterer that don't look like us. You have to have a passion about what it is that you're trying to get into, because you're dealing with different personalities, you're dealing with different situations, you're dealing with different budgets, you're dealing with so many different little fires, and you have to be able to obtain it, understand it, and put them out. So you have to have a passion about what you do. You have to love what you do, because we're here sometimes 15, 16 hours, and it doesn't feel like it because I love it. As a very detailed person, I had to start relinquishing things that was in order to make everything around me work smoothly. And having good people in position that understand your vision, that won't try to change your vision, but they're going to go with you and say, okay, this is your vision. I'm going to follow your vision. Not, okay, I think you ought to change your direction. So having good people around you, having a passion for what you're doing, understanding that it's not going to be easy. You have to continually grow and fight in this business all the time, but focus on making your business good, making your business stand out. So you have to understand the business is going to be a nonstop marketing, changing business. You have to, we invest in it at all times. You don't always win at it, The business side of it, there's a lot of stuff that you have to know to put in place, and I did that on my own with my husband pushing me. So it's so many different levels to doing this, but you have to have a passion. You have to not be scared of it, but it's not easy. You have to have patience too.